Hello, my name is E, as in Euler. Maybe you know who I am, or maybe you don't, and I'm just some random letter in your calculator. But as you will see, I'm all kinds of useful, which means I'm not just a random number. I have an origin. This is Leonhard Euler. He's my dad. Well, actually, can I tell you a secret? I'm adopted. While Euler gave me my name, which comes from exponential, by the way, not Euler. It was Jacob Bernoulli who first discovered me in 1683. Okay, enough of the history. Let me tell you why I'm better than you. Hahaha. No, just kidding. The year was born, and a bunch of times since, some students have said I'm sort of useless because I'm just a number, and I don't have a physical representation like pi or the square root of 2. But they don't realize that what I do is a lot more interesting because I describe growth. More specifically, my function e to the x describes the rate at which anything that is constantly growing, grows. Also, I'm not just any number. My value is 2.7182 and a heck of a lot more numbers. As you can see, I'm an irrational number. That in and of itself is impressive if I may say so myself. But let's move on. I have quite a few definitions, but it first appeared in a formula for compound interest. Say you won $500 and you decided to invest them. In the first month, you would earn some interest for that money, meaning you would have $500 and then some. Now, if you earn money while doing absolutely nothing, I'm guessing you wouldn't want to stop, right? Good choice. Because it turns out that the bigger your investment is, the more money you will earn. Because of this, if you reinvest your $500 plus the money you earn in your first investment, you will get even more money the second time, and the third time, and the fourth time, and every single time after that. This is called compound interest. And here is where I come in. My original dad, Bernoulli, wanted to figure out how much he would earn if he invested his money frequently. Very frequently. So, as all crazy math geniuses do, he decided to approximate the times he invested in a year to infinity. I appeared when Euler was able to do the math and give me an actual value by creating these crazy formulas. So, let's talk about my mathematical properties, shall we? Number 1, I'm irrational and I'm infinite. Number 2, in calculus, my exponential function e to the x has its very own special derivative. Itself, even more shocking, the integral of the function is itself too. These are some of the places where you can find me outside of the classroom. I've said time and time again how useful I am, so now I'll prove it to you. First of all, I am part of a very useful formula that is able to predict the growth of the population. I'm pretty sure you know the one I'm talking about. But in case you don't, here it is. N equals to NAE over RT. If you have 3 very simple values, you can use this formula to determine how many people there will be in the planet in the future. You will need 1, your initial population, 2, the rate of population change, which usually means births minus deaths, and time. Before I go, I will leave you with just one more fun fact of myself. E to the power of x will always be greater than x to the power of e. This doesn't sound that impressive until you realize I am the only number that does that. As I said, these are just a few uses you can give. But there are so many more. I appear in Newton's law of thermodynamics, in the Boltzmann factor, in plane waves, logistic models, savings plans, or everywhere. Now that you know where to find me, don't be a stranger.